I can't believe it's Bunny Day and this didn't have a single rabbit in it. What the fuck? It's literally a costume party. We already have the furries. Yeah, sorry, we're gonna say something.
Oh no, I was just waiting for you to do the intro
Yeah.
thing.
Welcome to the Anispective cast. Listen, if you ever find yourself in a costume party that's being attacked by terrorists, maybe just wait it out. Maybe they just want the food. Maybe that's like, I don't know. Maybe things will work itself out, Sometimes bad guys do bad things and their plans are so stupid that they just kind of, just fall apart.
Yeah. This episode is
we're in
this is
maximum Looney Tune world right now.
Yeah, this is big goofball episode.
Big himbo energy just all around.
Yeah, so this one starts with Koji having a nightmare about Icky winning Karin's affection.
He is a nightmare of Icky dressed as a prince doing well for himself.
Yeah, pretty much. I like that later in the episode, Icky also has a fantasy of him taking Karin and by the hand or whatever, and he's dressed the exact same way as Koji's nightmare.
It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was really funny for some reason.
Yeah, it's a good gag. And we get to, so it's like Karin's throwing a costume party at this. No, she's inviting them to a costume party, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, anyone can show up. You just need to have a costume, seemingly.
Yeah, it seems to be invite only, but the guard isn't looking for invites. He's looking for people in costumes.
Yeah. And hey, if you have a costume, you must belong at the costume party, right? I mean, that seems like good enough logic to me. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could even?
I like that Medabots' costume is just like, yeah, I dressed up as a beetle. And Icky's like, you're already a beetle.
Yeah, Icky just dressed up as Salty, which is kind of great.
For some reason that didn't even cross my mind that he was cosplaying his dog. But yeah, he looks exactly...
Is that weird?
Nah.
Because it's like cosplay a dog, it's like fine. Cosplaying the breed of dog you own, it's like, no, man. That's a bit odd.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just really likes Salty.
Maybe he just really likes his dog, And that's what spurred him on to become a furry.
It's weird, but I also I don't know what breed Salty's supposed to be, but I like the way he's drawn and like the way his eyes look and everything. I don't know. He's weird.
I'm going real. I'm using a V2 avatar of a dragon girl dressed in a bunny outfit. I have no room to talk. Although, fortunately, this does mean I'm also appropriately dressed for the costume party. Where's your costume?
If I had a webcam that worked and I had my slime avatar, it might have a rabbit ear toggle, but I'm not sure.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it came.
Yeah, we could have done Rabbit Day together.
It came with it has sheep horns. It has a shark fin. It has what else? It's got a bunch of animal traits. And it's just I'm a slime that has these various animal traits or whatever. Or if you're weird, you can activate all toggles and have all of them active at once.
Oh, heck yeah.
Let's be a crazy weirdo.
Let's go. Oh, man. But yeah, so we go to the costume party, and it's immediately, I'm like, okay, what good references are they going to throw out here? And there weren't many good background references, actually. There's Doraemon, there's a superhero or something. It's pretty normal stuff.
Mr. Referee dresses as Superman.
Yeah, that's the big one. Because I'm just gonna, like,
How you
freaking
gotta
super referee. Yeah, there he is. He, like, literally sings a little thing as he flies in, which I have to assume is, like, a Japanese cover of some Superman theme or something. Or, like, their, like, interpretation of it. And, because
yeah.
he's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, alright.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know Japanese, but it's very clear that he's like sing-songing like his lines.
Yeah, there's probably some reference there I'm missing. Like maybe when they had like this, because there was like a Superman cartoon from like the 50s, and maybe there was a point where they like moved it to Japan and they replaced the score or something, which would honestly make a lot of sense. Because I
Yeah.
mean, we do that all the time with Japanese media.
Yep.
So it's like maybe that's the reference. I don't know. Either way, it's adorable.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun bit where
Yeah.
just put people in
Got
costumes.
just got the goofy rope and stuff. God,
Speaking of
it's
people,
like importantly though, you see he like gets into the thing, he like flies forward, smashes his head on the wall. You see the front, legally distinct symbol on the front. It is not an S.
yeah,
Very
it's like a
important
jet.
to note.
I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese character, but I don't know what it means, of course.
Yeah. It's probably like a pun or some close approximation, honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like the character for like Super or something.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Or something, or yeah, whatever the equivalent is.
100% legally distinct, no relation to anything we might associate with in the West.
Yeah. But speaking of costumes, yeah, everybody's boarding the bus and the guards looking for people in costumes, and the Screws overheard talk of the invite to the fancy high-end dinner party, costume party. And so they want to get in.
Can we just acknowledge their costumes are like a weird cockroach of some kind, a witch, and freaking Metapod, just straight up.
Yeah, I think
Just
it's
legally
just
distinct, yeah.
I think it's just supposed to be a generic, like just a regular caterpillar.
Because that's the thing, it's like, I know there's a caterpillar that looks like Metapod that's like based off of, but this is so on point. This has to be a reference.
I don't
Like,
I
look
don't
at it.
Yeah, that's how caterpillars are typically depicted in Japanese stuff.
Like with the pink horn and everything. It's like the freaking front bit that's like the same cream yellow, It's like there's no way they didn't know. And it's like this came out like 3 years after Pokemon, so it would have been like very culturally relevant at the time.
I don't know. Even though he's like a tick or a flea, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes no sense. But yeah, see.
Yeah, they sneak in no problem. And then we cut back to the bushes that the Screws were just hiding in, and there's the Robo gang dressed normally.
That's their disguise. They're dressed as normal people. So I try going to the costume party, and the guard's like, "Oh no, we can't allow you inside. You look suspicious.
Yeah,
You're
you
all
don't have a
wearing a
costume."
costume."
And they're like, "Well, actually, this." They're like, "Actually, this is like a costume for us." And
I mean, if you really think of
that's
that,
suspicious. Yeah.
that's so suspicious. What's wrong with you?
And then they fall over and like their horns pop out when they think they're busted. And he's like, "Oh, you do have costumes. All right, go on."
I love that they went out of their way to design unique outfits for the Rubber Robo Gang, just for them to become 100% completely invalidated.
Yeah, I saw this bit coming, but I thought it was funny anyways.
It's so good. That's the thing, it's a kid show, so you see a lot of this coming, but it's also like, okay, yeah, no, that's good still. That's real good. But
So,
yeah.
They hop on the bus, and the narrator reminds us that a trip to the school on foot takes over 2 hours.
No reason, they just remind us.
Yep. I guess it's just to be like, yeah, so this place is huge and that's why they're taking a bus.
Yeah. But yeah, so they like go to the school and it's like, alright, yeah, they have the big costume party. There's like, all kinds of people everywhere. None of them are really like anything special. They're all just like, oh, princes and princesses and stuff.
Yeah, some people dressed as knights, including the Medabot professor who just has like this really good suit of armor.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, we do eventually, like, we get a very, like, cute scene where it's, like, Icky and Erica are just dressed as, like, Salty and Princess Peach, and they're just going ham on the food buffet, and Erica is just, like, no, it's like, right, yeah, she's doing her thing, and then, like, meanwhile, Icky's, like, as he's eating the fried chicken, the tail on his dog costume is just waggling.
I didn't notice that. That's good.
Oh, it's so good.
I thought it was funny that Erica, who I thought would be a little more proper, is also just scarfing down platefuls of food with Icky.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Oh, it's so good, though.
Look at her go.
Look at her go. She's got this.
And then, of course, we cut to the Screws, who are also stuffing their faces.
Yeah. As they want to do. As they always want to do.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So there's like a big, like, everything, all the lights go out or like dim or whatever, and Koji appears at the top of the staircase where he's going to profess his love to Karin, and like all the girls at the party like run over at him, and like Similodon is like blocking the staircase with a keep out sign.
Right, this was also one. This is another good gag. Because you see they're all like dressed as like different types of princesses from different like areas and stuff, so it all kind of like blends together, But it's like they're all just staring with like the exact same like overly expressive like girly expression, and there's just the one that just clearly doesn't give a fuck.
One at the bottom.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it. But yes, he's like, oh, I'm gonna confess my love to the girl I'm into or whatever. And he like gets the spotlight guy to shine the spotlight, and he starts doing it, and it just like breaks off the hinges and just hits on the head as it falls over, and like just goes crazy. And it's Kikuhime. It's freaking the boss of the Screws.
Yep, and she takes no extra time to be like, oh great, like like she like jumps on the heads of the people in the crowd to get up to him.
As we have learned before, she's very boy crazy and she's very full of herself. So, all the other girls get visibly angry at her. They're like shouting and stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, Kiku means like princess, and Hime means this or more. So Hime means princess and Kiku means something. So it's like, we're gonna be a perfect pair or whatever. And she's like, don't mind these other losers.
So it's Hime and Oji.
Yeah, Hime and Oji.
Yeah.
Oh, right, his name is Koji. Okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I finally understand the Japanese pun. But
she's like, yeah, that means we're perfect for each other. And then Koji just like freaks out and runs away. And she's like, oh, you're dumping me already, hon? Like, she gets all upset about it.
I'm so mad. I'm gonna have to eat all this food to forget how mad I am. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, she's just like, they're like eating, and like the other members of the Screws are trying to like get her attention, and she's just like, leave me alone, I'm trying to eat my sorrows away or something.
It's a good line. But yeah, they like... So, like, meanwhile, the Robo Gang's like, okay, well, there's gotta be a rare metal here we could steal or something, right?
Surely the richest looking guy would have it.
Yeah, who looks richest? Oh, it's Koji? Alright, let's just attack him. With our very convenient bug-themed Medabot, now we've established in this episode, again, that Koji has a fear of bugs.
Yeah, it turns out it's not just spiders, it's bugs in general.
Yeah, but somehow not Medabi, but also bugs.
I would assume it's because Medabi is so
Humanoid, yeah.
humanoid,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
He doesn't he has like bug-like features, but he doesn't actually look like a bug all that much.
Yeah, it's mostly just the horn missiles, huh?
Yep.
It's mostly the horns and the armor. Like, it's kind of, like, rounded and stuff, like a beetle shell. Man, Mubby is such a good design, holy crap. But yeah,
really good.
We quickly learn it's like, yeah, so he's afraid of bugs because you see, as a kid, Koji used to actually love bugs. And then one day he collected a praying mantis nest. And oh
like,
boy.
Yeah, his butler didn't stop him. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna collect this like praying mantis egg sac and keep it in my room. And then one day it hatched.
Yeah, they straight up told him, like, yeah, it hatches in the spring, and then thousands of baby mantises crawl out. And he forgot that it hatched in the spring, and thousands of baby mantises crawled out.
Yep, and just, yeah, instant trauma. Terrified of bugs now.
Yeah, I feel like I have to do something with this for the thumbnail. I have to figure something. This is gonna be a hard one to do stuff for. Because these episodes have, like, all very different things. There's no obvious answers right now, it feels like. But yeah, so this is the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just pick your favorite bit, I guess.
Just pick the favorite bit and just do a pose with it.
Yep.
Oh man, I'll figure out a joke eventually somehow. But yeah, so the freaking mantises crawl out, and that's a problem. But yeah, so that's why he's afraid of bugs. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened after all the thousands of baby mantises crawled out, but it seems like it was a whole thing. But yeah, so he's afraid of bugs, and he runs from the bug bot because it's a bug, and he, like, runs into the screws who are also dressed up as bugs, and he runs from them into a tree, and he hits it with his head, and out falls a bunch more bugs onto him for real this time. And then his mind just breaks because of all the bugs, and he's so mind broken because of the bugs that he's like, hey, Similodon, kill everything that's not a bug.
Yeah, and so, yeah, Similodon just also goes nuts. It's just like, what in the world?
It's so weird. Like, his mind breaks, and he's like, alright, Similodon, destroy everything! Oh, man. Yeah, he just goes on a whole rampage, wrecks the party, destroys everything in sight, you know? Like, he doesn't even get told to go weird, it just happens. Notably, he does not attack the Mantid, so that fight's over.
Yeah, you would think that his first target of aggression would be the Mantis Medabot, but I guess not.
Yeah, it just doesn't get to fight, and then afterwards it just walks away like, why'd you even call me out here?
Yeah, and like all of this is happening, and like Icky and Erica are just stuffing their faces still, and it takes the butler calling out for help, and it's like, hey, whoever helps me stop him gets like free, like high class food for a year, and it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah. God, this might be like the first and maybe the only instance of a Medabot having a win rate that exists of only one draw. That's their only battle is a draw because there's no contest.
Yeah.
Oh god, is there like anything else that has it? It's like the freaking Robo Gang just gets distracted with food and they just give up. And it's like, right, Karen just is like, walks up to Koji and she's like, hey, stop it. And he's like, okay. And that solves everything.
Yeah, there's a bit that I like where Medaby walks up to Similodon and he's like trying to calm him down. Or like he runs up and like
Oh
grabs him
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, hey, why? It's like, what are you doing? Why are you going crazy? And he's like, well, Koji told me to, so I'm gonna do it. And he like throws Medaby into a wall, and Medaby's just like, all right, fine, I'll have to go crazy too. And he jumps
Yeah.
Similodon and they go into like a cartoon fight cloud.
Mavi gets into a fight with Similodon where, like, they start the battle, even though it's comedic, and neither one of them wins. So it's another draw.
I don't count that. They go
That's
into a
another
Looney
no
Tunes fight
contest for
cloud.
sure. There's no way to, like, ignore it. I don't think there's any logical way I could say that's not a fight. We've had dumber. We've had way dumber.
Eh. But yeah, like you said, Karin just walks up to Koji and she's like, hey, I had a nice time. I'm going now. And it snaps him out of it. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, so no free food for Ikki or Erika.
No, free food for Karin, though.
She don't need it, though.
She gets it, though. Karin gets all the fried chicken. Let's go. Oh, man. But yeah, this is just a fun episode. Yeah, it's really dumb. Huge tonal whiplash after the last one. But yeah, no, I did like it. It's pretty fun on its own.
It's a pretty silly episode. I guess it's just kind of...
I think my one complaint is this, I kind of wish we were moving more into serious episodes, you know? Because it feels, it's like, you know, it's like with Kill la Kill, and you start with all the really, like, you know, goofy stuff, and the boxing club, and the tennis club, and everything, and you hit the halfway point where stuff starts getting real. It feels like we're at that halfway point where stuff should get more real, and it's like, it's spacing it out, you know? Like, I'm expecting there are always gonna be, like, gags and, you know, goofy episodes and stuff, but it's like, no, I kinda wish we got it more. Kinda wish we'd lean more into that side of things. I feel like I'm kind of, like, starting to have my fill of, like, the goofy stuff in this show, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the plot does get serious later on.
Yeah.
I just don't know when.
So, yeah, I guess anything else we really have to say out this one?
Nah, not really.
Right, yeah, this is also the episode where, like, Mabi fights Brass, and Erika refuses to let them actually touch each other or do weapon stuff.
Yeah, because
so
she's
no
like, oh,
contest.
Medaby will, like, damage Brass. And it's like, didn't we just learn that they're pretty good at healing off damage?
Oh, they're really good at healing off damage, but yeah, you can't touch Brass. So it's a draw.
Yeah, Medaby's just like, well, if we can't just fight, I'm done. I'm leaving.
I should mention there is probably a way for him to win because they can't touch and they can't use their weapons, but you could probably use objects in the environment, right?
I'm not touching you.
Well, I'm not touching you. I'm just rushing at you with a, like, tree branch in my hand.
Apparently, Erika, they might have tried that because apparently Erika keeps, like, Ikki implies that she keeps adding rules.
Yeah. She's very protective of her Medabot, which is kind of crazy because Brass has a 100% win rate.
Dang.
Like, no joke. This is, like, the only non-win Brass has on her record. Like, outside of, like, just this, it's been, like, a perfect score so far. Brass has been, like, now 5 fights with 4 absolute wins. Like, if it wasn't for a fact that, she's only got, like, 4 fights and Mebius, like, 20, I would just immediately place her in the top slot.
Yeah.
At this point.
It helps that she's usually fighting alongside Medaby, who usually wins.
Yeah. So far, the listing goes Medaby with 20 wins, 5 losses, and 4 draws. At freaking 8% win rate, yeah. Brass at like 4 wins, 1 draw. Rakusho at 3 wins. Similodon at 4 wins, 1 loss, and now 3 draws. Freaking...
I was about to say, when did Rokusho win 2 other fights? And it's because it's the karate guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, because he fights the karate guy.
Yeah.
And then in 5th place, freaking Lady Chet with 2 wins. Because she partnered up with Medabots at the end of the fight there, and that counts. Oh man, and then the very bottom is like a bunch of one-off Medabots no one cares about. And then freaking Kintaro with 2 losses and a draw. The freaking student council president who straight up has like 2 losses. And Rollstar who also lost twice and got beat so hard he stopped being a Medabotter. So, yeah. Oh man, and we have yet to get another Karen push gag, or Karin, or whatever.
Yeah.
God, actually, where's Cyan Dog here? I'm kind of curious. I don't think he's like...
pretty low.
Yeah, he's at 1 win, 6 losses. Man, and freaking like, yeah, Peppercat's still at 5 wins, 3 losses. So yeah, Peppercat's not as bad as I was expecting, but it's still like rough. But still, she's doing okay.
Yeah.
Charlie Beller's still pretty up there. Yeah. Oh man. Prince Saint Nurse at 100%, the Medabot Professor at 100, Keith Turtle, the principal with Nantetsu. Yeah. So yeah, anything else we really have to say about any of this?
Not really.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys around then.
Yep. Later.
Later.